They told you it was just aging. That blurry vision, dry eyes, night glare, those were just part of getting older. But what if they were wrong? What if, instead of pills and surgeries, you could gently restore your eyes ... while you sleep? Stay with me to the end of this video because I'm going to share 4 bedtime teas that are not only calming, but scientifically backed to nourish your eyes overnight. And the 4th teeth, the final one, is the least known, but the most powerful. It's helped seniors naturally lower eye pressure, soothe inflamed retinas, and protect against cataracts. So please, don't miss it. It often begins subtly. You rub your eyes more. The newspapers, harder to read. You avoid driving after dark. The world looks the same, yet slightly dimmer, duller, out of focus. You wonder if glasses will fix it. Then the eye drops start. Then the doctor visits. And someone eventually says, it's just part of aging. But I want to challenge that today. Because your eyes are alive, they're responsive. And with the right nutrients, the right rest, and yes, even the right herbal teas, you can support their natural repair process even while you sleep. Let's start with a story from Vermont. Grace, 74, was once an avid quilter. Her eyes began to feel gritty, dry, and tired. Reading patterns became painful. She stopped her favorite hobby. Her doctor gave her eye drops, but the relief was brief. Then her neighbor Mary, an herbalist, brought over a jar of dried chamomile flowers. Steep this before bed, she said. Let your eyes rest in peace. Grace was skeptical. But after just 1 week of chamomile tea at bedtime, her eyes burned less. She felt calmer, and she stitched again. Grace now says that tea brought the light back into her world. Chamomile tea, our first bedtime healer, isn't just for calming nerves. It contains apigenin antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress, one of the root causes of eye tissue breakdown. It also soothes inflammation, which is especially important for red, itchy, or watery eyes. And because it promotes deep, restorative sleep, it indirectly supports your body's natural healing systems, including your eyes. Every cup is like sending a love letter to your retinas, asking them to heal gently through the night. Next, let's talk about Bilberry Tea, the secret hero of pilots in World War II. British fighter pilots were known to eat bilberry jam before night missions. Why? Because they reported sharper night vision afterward. Science later discovered that bilberries are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds that strengthen the blood vessels in the eyes, enhance circulation to the retina, and protect against UV damage and age-related degeneration. A nightly cup of bilberry tea isn't just relaxing, it's rejuvenating for your vision. Harold from Michigan is a living example. At 68, his long-haul trucking career had taken a toll on his eyes. He hated driving at night, headlights blurred into stars. He sampled bilberry tea. Intrigued, he bought a bag. 3 weeks later, Harold noticed less glare, easier reading, and fewer headaches. His optometrist confirmed. Stable retina, no new degeneration. Harold now calls bilberry tea his headlights in a cup. It's how he ends every evening, with a little honey and a lot of gratitude. But don't go anywhere because tea number 3 is where things get even more exciting. Goji Berry Tea. This ancient red berry, treasured in Chinese medicine, is a powerhouse for macular health. You see, goji berries are rich in zeaxanthine, potent antioxidant that accumulates in the macula, the small part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision. Zeaxanthin acts like internal sunglasses, shielding your macula from damage caused by light and age. Marcia, a 71-year-old artist, feared her painting days were over. Her vision became fuzzy in the center, and colors lost their vibrancy. A friend recommended Goji Berry Tea. She tried it nightly. Within a month, she was stunned. Her colors came back. Garden flowers looked brighter. Her doctor was surprised to see improved pigment density in her macula. "I got my eyes back," she whispered through tears. And every night since, she's brewed Goji Berry Tea with joy, knowing her are tanned, her world dar more vivid again. You're probably wondering, what's the 4th tea? The one I said you simply can't miss. It's Fennel Seed Tea. Not fancy, not flashy, but powerful in ways most seniors don't realize. Fennel seeds are loaded with antioxidants and vitamin C, both of which fight free radicals that harm your lenses and retinas. But more importantly, fennel helps reduce intraocular pressure, the kind of pressure that leads to glaucoma. And it does so naturally, gently, without side effects. Roger, a 75-year-old retired principal, was told he had elevated eye pressure. His doctor prescribed drops, but the headaches were brutal. His niece suggested fennel tea before bed. Skeptical, but tired of suffering, he gave it a try. 2 months later, his pressure dropped. No more pain, no more fear. His doctor blinked in disbelief. Roger smiled and said, "It's the tea, every single night." He now calls fennel tea his eye insurance. 1 cup, 1 habit. 1 peaceful night at a time. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. It's evening. The lights are low. You're in your favorite chair. You've brewed your chosen tea. The warmth seeps into your hands. The scent relaxes your breath. With every sip, you imagine blood flowing to your eyes, nutrients soaking into your cells, and decades of wear beginning to soften. This is your new ritual. One rooted not in fear or medicine, but in love. Love for your eyes, love for yourself. And it's not just about feeling good, it's about results. These teas contain real compounds. Apigenin in chamomile, anthocyanins in bilberry, cassanthinin, gotgitinoids in fennel. These are researched, respected, and referenced in eye health studies. They replace medical care, but they support your body's ability to protect and restore itself, especially at night when your eyes do their deepest healing. So let's recap. Chamomile calms the inflammation and supports restful sleep. Bilberry strengthens capillaries and sharpens night vision. Goji protects the macula and brings color back to life. Fennel lowers eye pressure and soothes internal strain. For teas, for pathways to better vision. No side effects. No prescriptions. Just nature, warmth, and time. If you're watching this and you've been feeling helpless about your vision, I want you to know there is hope. Even after 60, 70, your body responds to kindness, to nourishment. These small changes, just 1 cup of tea before bed, can create ripples you feel weeks later. Better sleep, sharper vision, less strain, more joy. I invite you tonight to begin. Pick 1 tea. Try it for 7 days. Be patient. Healing doesn't shout, it whispers. But when it arrives, you'll feel it in the brightness of morning, in the clarity of words, in the joy of seeing your grandchild smile just a little more clearly. And if it helps you, share this video. Let's make these ancient remedies known again. Because your eyes have given you a lifetime of beauty, of memories, of miracles. Don't let them go unloved. You have the power to give back. With warmth, with rest, with tea. Tonight, brew your first cup and begin again, not with fear, but with faith. 'Cause when you care for your eyes, you care for your story. And your story is far from over.